What's going on, everybody? It's Loaded Clips, and welcome to another episode of Podcenter. Today we're going to be covering episode 399 of the Joe Budden podcast, right before episode 400, so milestones on the way, big things coming hopefully. I think the guys may have something special for us planned for the 400th episode, but that remains to be seen. So without further ado, let's just jump right into the topics. So this one was a good one, man. We start off the episode by trying to pry into Maul's personal life a little bit. Just get to understand his psyche a little bit more, see, how he's dealing with the loneliness of the quarantine, if he's been dealing with any women or if any women have been dealing with him, staying over at his crib. He's been, meeting up with some people on the side, maybe in LA. He got a piece in LA. But naturally, we didn't really get much out of him. So, however, something did come up that I had no idea about, and I'm sure most of you had no idea about either. So it turns out that DJ Vlad, has been interviewing all of the people that appear on his YouTube channel from a laptop on Zoom. Now, I haven't personally verified this information, but from what I hear, this is true information. And let me just be the first to tell you, I am judging all of you rappers, all of you people who are sitting down on a couch looking at a laptop while this man Vlad is on the phone on the other end with the police trying to get you to incriminate yourself as the feds come knocking on your door as soon as the interview is over. I'm judging all of you. How dare we let Vlad come in here and just put a stranglehold on the culture like that from fucking Zoom. Who agreed to this? Honestly, now I'm mad. Let's move on. So the long-awaited Verzuz battle between Keisha Cole and Ashanti has been postponed. Ashanti has revealed she has caught COVID, and the internet did have a little bit of fun with that because naturally, if you're on IG, flying to all different parts of the globe in the middle of a pandemic, what'd you really think was going to happen? So Ashanti is okay though, so we do know that, but it just goes to show you, if you're in a pandemic knowingly and you're taking every single flight that you can, best believe that Corona is going to always be on time. But jokes aside, Ashanti is okay. The Verzuz has been rescheduled to January 9th. So looking forward to that. So all you girlfriends and wives out there, I know y'all was itching and ready to get in front of your man and sing "I Should Have Cheated" dead in his face. But you're just going to have to relax a little bit, all right? It also looked like J-Lo might have threw some shade towards Ashanti, but no real concrete evidence there. Twitter's just being Twitter, and honestly, we ain't got shit better to do, so. But let's move on. Now in bigger hip-hop news, Rowdy Rebel has been released from prison. That man is home, he's out of jail, he's with his family, and the streets could not be happier. I couldn't be happier, because that's honestly just something good for hip-hop to see. Naturally, that led to talks about Bobby and when he's supposed to be getting out. The word is Bobby's supposed to be getting out sometime next year in December. But man, it just goes to show you that loyalty, honor, and respect goes a long way. And these guys are really just a prime example of that personified. So big shouts out to Rowdy, big shouts out to Bobby. Can't wait for both of them to be home together, and I can't wait for whatever music is coming our way as a result of it. Now back on the subject of coronavirus, as we know, the vaccine for the virus has been in production for a couple months now. And it's starting to make its way out to the consumers and the general public, and people are lining up to take that just so we can get out of this pandemic and return to our normal lives somewhat. But naturally, we have people who are naysayers and who are hesitant to take the vaccine just because they may not trust it or they may not trust the distribution of it by the government. And while that's understandable, people are naturally going to be very polarized on the issue. But we do have some breaking news from a well-known and respected doctor in the community who goes by the name of Tyrese Gibson. So I'm gonna just share with you some of his thoughts because this may help you beat COVID if you catch it without taking the vaccine. So you definitely want to hear this. I'm just gonna read to you his recommendations right now. So he says this, and I quote: "One of my secrets for staying COVID-free is I sleep with the heat on 90 degrees every night. Been sleeping at this temperature for 15 years, so it's nothing new. But rumor has it, if you catch COVID, it doesn't survive warm temperatures. Now, I don't know about y'all, But I'm turning my heat up to 90 degrees right now, because if the COVID can't survive 90 degrees, then I don't have to take the vaccine and I don't catch COVID. Think. Jokes aside though, Tyrese always seems to pop up randomly on some bullshit every now and again, and it just kind of gets my mind going. Like, what is wrong with this man? But let me just be the first to say it. Tyrese, if you're watching this, which you're probably not, but I'm gonna say this anyway, from the bottom of my heart, I just want to inform you that you are not a doctor. Now, it looks like Rory and Mal are back at it with the Verzuz. It looks like they want to do a Mace versus Cam Verzuz. Rory taking Cam, Mal taking Mace. Now, if it's anything like their last Verzuz where Mal had Fab and Rory had Wayne, this is going to be pretty one-sided, because we know Mal is going to pick the worst songs possible in this, and it's not going to be pretty. But stay tuned for some more quarantine entertainment. But we all know after the fact, Malls is just going to get on the podcast and act like we're all crazy for thinking he didn't win. So we'll just have to wait and see. Now, the topic that has the streets in a frenzy is academics joining in on Clubhouse, the exclusive, but not really exclusive app. And yeah, a lot of rappers are on Clubhouse. A lot of people in the hip hop industry are on Clubhouse. So naturally, when academics joins in on Clubhouse, people want to butt heads and have something to say to him. Now, I have mixed feelings about this, because me personally, I don't really fuck with or respect Ak in what he does, but I respect what he has done. That probably didn't make any sense to you, but it made sense in my head, so I'm gonna roll with it. My real question though is, what exactly are these people going at academics trying to accomplish? Because it seems like every so often, it's like clockwork. Somebody goes at Ak over social media. Somebody's calling out Ak on social media. Somebody's going at Ak on Clubhouse. And while I'm not mad at you for going at Ak, you just have to kind of look at it like in a counterproductive manner, because you don't respect Ak being in the culture, but you're constantly making him relevant in the culture. So if you don't want him to be relevant in the culture, then why don't we stop giving him all this energy, all this clout, and all this backlash, and just leave him be where he is? We're constantly empowering him by giving him attention. So if you truly want to see something fall off, you have to stop giving it attention. And I don't know when people are gonna learn that. Also, rappers, y'all gotta be smarter with how y'all are moving out here. I understand a lot of y'all came from the streets, but you're not in the streets anymore. You can't complain when somebody is posting a video or a picture that you took where somebody maybe had some illegal guns. You can't get mad at somebody for reposting it on their platform when you put it on the internet in the first place. How does that make sense? Move smarter, keep things low, and you'll ultimately have a better time. It's really that simple. Throughout all of this, though, the diamond in the rough has definitely been 21 Savage. He's been widely praised for his ability to moderate the room and just kind of keep the conversation level as it could possibly be in that environment. So big shouts out to 21 Savage. I've really been fucking with him a lot recently, especially since this whole pandemic started. I just really like how he's been moving. So shouts out to him. Shouts out to Ak, I guess. And everybody just be smart. What are we doing? But that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Podcenter. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Please be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. And don't forget, we have a Discord server, so join that. Link to join is going to be in the description below. Come hang out with us, meet some new people, have a lot of fun, man. We host a lot of events in the Discord too. We hosted the Jake Paul, Nate Robinson fight. I know it was a Mike Tyson fight, but come on now. But yeah, man, a lot of cool people in there to meet and kick it with. So come on in. Thank y'all for watching once again. Stay tuned for more content on the channel. And that's it, man. This is Loaded Clips, and I'm out.